I am obsessed with my hair. That was the opening line of my Stars story told in March 2019. To tell you how I got on stage that day and onto this stage today, I have to take you back. Post-treatment, post-surgery. January 2017, a time when I was working on myself and attending a support group down in Tucson. The founder of that support group, Susan Lay, was incredible at making survivors feel heard. But I couldn't shake the fact that cancer had fully stopped my flourishing career, destroyed my amazingly fit body, and my bank account can only be described like this. That first week in January, a good friend sat me down and said, "I'm gonna love you till the day we die, but I do not like whatever this is. You're bored and you need some creativity in your life. Cancer isn't killing these things that you love. You are." 2 weeks later, I was taking college classes, creative writing, ceramics, and the art of storytelling. My homework for that class? Attend storytelling events. Knowing I was a cancer survivor, my storytelling instructor sent me a private message. "I think there's an event that you should consider for your assignment. It's called Stars." Ironically, Susan down in Tucson sent me the same information. So in March 2017, there I was attending my first show. Taking notes for my assignment, I quickly recognized the story type. I was listening to hero stories. According to my lessons, a hero story is when a character leaves home, or in this case, their pre-cancer life. They face a great obstacle. They overcome the obstacle, and they return home using what they've learned to help others. Those women were telling their hero stories. And the founder, Judy, was so full of life and charisma. After the show, I made it a point to shake her hand and thank her for all the work she was doing. Little did we know, in that moment, with that handshake, our stars were starting to align. December 2017, I got an email from Judy. "Hi, Monica. I'm a friend of Susan Lay's, and she thinks we should be friends too. I'm also a founder of a second act and would love to tell you more about our organization. Susan thinks it would be right up your alley. Do you have time for a cup of coffee next week?" 6 days later, we got coffee. She told me all about a second act and that she was writing a book about our friend Susan. I told her all about my college classes and my love for storytelling events. And in March 2018, after viewing my second show, instead of a handshake, I gave my newfound friend a hug. September 2018, I emailed Judy. "Hi, Judy. I'm writing because I have a passion project that I want to do. Since the time I was in high school, I have donated my hair every 2 years. Hair donation is kind of my obsession. Before chemo, I even shaved my head so that I could donate every inch. I want to do a video for women on what it's like to lose your hair, how to prepare your hair for donation, and tips on shaving your head. Do you know any videographers?" And with a click of an email sent, my second act was upon me. Soon after, I was auditioning for Stars, and in March 2019, I was on stage telling the story about a woman obsessed with her hair. Later that year, I was met with a humbling and heartbreaking phone call from Judy. Our producer, Deidre, was re-diagnosed with cancer. I was asked to be the 2020 coach for the cast of Stars. I was honored and excited and nervous and heartbroken, but I was ready. And with 2 former cast members by my side, our new coaching team was formed. I couldn't wait for the March 2020 show to go live on stage, but a new C word graced the world stage. The pandemic halted our production. With fingers crossed and 8 women ready to tell their stories, we hope to go live the following year. But with restrictions still in place, we made the difficult decision to live stream the show, and then stars went dark. But darkness is what we embrace here at A Second Act. We know from experience the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. You see, in the darkness of 2020, that book Judy wrote was finally published. She landed another book deal and then another. With a reignited writing career and a move out of state, she had to step away from A Second Act. And in true Judy charismatic fashion, she told me, "Oh yeah, I've already talked to the board. We all agree you'll be the perfect person to take over." Absolutely not. I don't have time. You see, A Second Act wasn't just the STARS event. It was a grant program and workshops and girls' night outs. It was a lot. And I didn't have time. Our hope from there was that a larger organization would take over. Every time she told me about a prospect, my stomach ached. All I could think about was, are they gonna do it right? Are they gonna greet each new cast member with a really warm, "Congratulations, welcome to STARS"? And who are the coaches gonna be? It has to be former cast members. And are they gonna put out the flowers that remind us of all the former cast members that are no longer with us? Because our stars never die. They continue to live through the stories we tell about them. Who is going to continue to tell their stories? I called Judy. Fine, I'll do it, but only stars and nothing else because I don't have time. If only stars and no programs, what would we do with the money? I simply proposed we just pick an organization and give that money away. Problem solved. We took some time to come up with some options, and when we came back together, I told Judy, there's only one organization I have in mind, and it's the Joy Bus. She chuckled and said, "Oh, there's only one organization I had in mind. It's also the Joy Bus." We set a meeting with the founder, Jennifer, who also thought it was a great idea if we donate some money to the Joy Bus. So here I am, on this stage today, a woman who enjoys listening to a great hero story, a woman who loves amplifying other women in the community doing amazing work, and a woman who is still obsessed with her hair.